And thanks so much for joining us on this special edition of Unity of Sacramento News Live. I'm your host, Rev Kev, and today I am joined by some amazing members of our spiritual community who are here to talk with us about voting and the importance of voting. I'm here with Deanna Kiger and Deborah Garcia. Hi, welcome.
Hi.
Are you glad to be here?
We are.
I'm so glad to have you. So Deanna, how long have you been with us here at Unity of Sacramento now?
I think about 2.5 years now.
2.5 years.
Yeah.
Are you still loving it?
Loving it.
Okay, I'm glad you're here. And you're all decked out. You've got school spirit on. You've got your
my
Unity Force
got
for
my
Good.
Wings back here.
Hey, so she's ready. And you sing in our choir here.
I do sing in the choir.
And we saw you last Sunday here on camera.
There I was,
on
virtual.
the screen. Yeah. And are you adjusting to that?
I am adjusting to it.
It's not the same, right?
No, it's not the same, but I'm still glad that we get to participate.
I'm glad. We are more than glad that she gets to participate. And then we have Deborah Garcia here.
Hello.
Member of our Board of Trustees, and she is a member of our ushers team and works with our Sacramento area congregations Together Belong committee and probably so much more.
Women for Equality.
Women for Equality. Okay.
Come on now.
All right. So she's just an all-time show-off. And how long have you been around at Unity of Sacramento?
About 15 or 16 years.
Okay. And how are you adjusting to this season of being on this campus through a pandemic?
Well, I thought life was going to slow down, but I feel like I'm busier than ever. We've been very innovative in finding ways to get things done, and so I'm zoomed to death, but just busy.
Yeah. Well, we want to appreciate you, first of all, for doing what you're doing right now, finding a way to be of service in the busiest possible time ever, the most challenging time, and doing it with great love and commitment. So thank you for being, model Unity of Sacramento citizens. She's also wearing some school spirit. She's got her Be the Love t-shirt on. So cool. Get the message out there. And so let's talk a little bit about this new initiative that we are calling UOS Votes, or Unity of Sacramento Votes. Talk to us a little bit about why it's important that we start this voting initiative early.
Oh, it's so important that we started early. We've heard probably so many things in the news about our votes and are they going to count it? And wonderful thing in California is our ballots will be mailed to us. I think it's October 5th, actually. So we want to be able to reach all our parishioners and get them to register and return them early.
So you're suggesting or saying that voting by mail is what you're recommending?
We're recommending that, but we're certainly will give our parishioners information on where to vote if they feel more comfortable doing that in person.
So what will you be doing with the Unity of Sacramento Votes initiative? Exactly what are you guys going to do?
Well, one of the things we are going to do is participate with our angel response team in calling our parishioners, giving them information, encouraging them to register for one thing. If they're not, we can tell them how to find out if they're registered, and just making sure that they're registered in time so that they do get their ballots in the mail and they can get their votes counted. So that's one of the things we're going to be doing. That's one of the biggest things we'll be doing.
We're also going to be having a ballot group Zoom in October where we want to meet with people and discuss what the propositions are. There's 10 this year. And sometimes, you don't get around to really understanding that until almost the night before, and then you pull out that pamphlet and you go, what the heck? I don't even know.
And why is that so important that people understand the propositions? Why is it so important that they understand them?
I think it's a responsibility, for one thing. You want to vote smart. And now, while the smart part might look different from one person to the next, but when I say vote smart, I mean know what you're voting for.
Right.
We get inundated with flyers. We get inundated with emails, with TV commercials and on the radio, but they all have an agenda, a specific agenda. And so one of the reasons we want to do this is to not only so people can hear from us, because we're going to do our research, but so other people see what they have to bring to the table too, because sometimes something sounds like a great idea until you hear it from someone standing in a different spot.
Right.
And then you go, oh, it gives you some more food for thought. And so we want to help create smart voters.
I think that's really good. So making sure that we have an informed public
Yes.
about decisions that are going to have long-term effects
Yes.
On our
Yes.
community.
on our community.
And it's not about politics, it's really about information.
Yeah.
So I don't want people to think, oh, we're going to be swaying you one way or the other. It's really just coming together and discussing, what is it?
Yeah, I remember spending some time doing some nonviolence trainings in Caracas, Venezuela, during a period where there was a referendum concerning Hugo Chavez. And I was very much involved in a lot of the activism there, as well as nonviolent trainings, because there was a concern that if he did not win, there would be violence in the streets.
Sure.
And we marched down there and we did all of this stuff. And but there was a yes/no vote on the referendum. Vote no if you want to keep him. Vote yes if you want to get rid of him, if you didn't want him to stay. And so what I do know for sure about a lot of the language with the propositions, they're written in that fashion almost intentionally. It's like a maze. And so it's kind of untangling the maze.
Exactly.
Yes.
And so it's providing clarity to our community right
All right, and sometimes that'll just overwhelm people and they will just shut their eyes and cross something.
Yeah.
Or not vote at all.
Right, or not vote.
And we can't do what we used to do in school, just shade in seed. Because that can make a huge difference right now.
Yes,
completely.
absolutely.
So how can we support you? What are some needs that you have?
Oh, gosh.
Well, we need a few angel volunteers.
Need a few more angels.
Yes,
We
we
do need
do.
a few more angel volunteers that would be willing to meet us at the church.
Just look right there and
We
tell
need a
them.
few more angel volunteers.
We need you.
We need you. We have a lot of phone calls. We just got a list that's already about an inch of wonderful people that are just waiting for our call.
So if you want to support the work of our Unity of Sacramento Votes initiative and become a part of our angel response team and help to ensure that we have informed community as well as an engaged community during this particular upcoming election, please make sure to connect with Deanna and Deborah. D&D, the dynamic duo. And also, if you're interested in getting more information on your own, doing some of your own research about voting, and there's information right here on the screen. Make sure to log in and get that information. Any last comments before we wrap up?
Well, expect a call from us.
Yes.
Don't hang up.
We're doing this.
We'll
Yeah.
be calling from the church,
You
so
let
expect
them,
a call
let
from
them
us.
know it's a call from the Lord. They're going to be calling you. Thanks for making the call, and thank you for answering the call. We have more coming up on Unity of Sacramento Live after this. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you.
It's so
Thank you
great.
for the
Thanks,
opportunity.
You
Rebecca.
bet, you bet. They're doing great work in the world. They're indeed a force for good in the world. We'll be right back.